It seems like gel overlay on our nails and toenails is exactly the same thing. Well, maybe slightly different length and shape, but not really, because we cannot do everything on our toenails as we can on our nails. Like, we cannot add some extra volume or thickness. We're going to work with a client who's a professional dancer today. We will do pedicure, nail transformation, and also we're going to do gel overlay, and I will show you some tricks on how you should do that on toenails.
Hello guys, this is Anastasia and this is our client for today, and the work will be done by Anna Fox, licensed podiatrist and our leading pedicure educator at Nails Pro Academy. We always start the service by cleaning the client's feet with a special disinfectant spray, and then we proceed to product removal. We will use carbide bead for product removal, and it's very important to touch only the product with the bead. It should never touch the nail. This lady is Anna's regular, so she's always doing her pedicure every 3 weeks. But she's a professional dancer and she just been on the international tour, so she was away for quite a while and she didn't get a chance to get pedicure. And as you know, when you have a specialist that you like and trust, you don't really want to go somewhere else, especially in a new country. So that's why she was simply filing and shaping her own toenails and waiting for the next appointment. Very common question about dry pedicure is it the same technology as dry manicure? So if you know how to do dry electric file manicure on hands, can you do exactly the same thing on toes? Not really. Even though they look alike, the technology is very different. Toes and feet are also very different from our hands, so we need to use different approaches. After applying cuticle remover, you need to wait about 8 minutes. It depends on the brand. And before taking it off, make sure that it's working, which means the cuticles are getting softer and now they're easier to clean. Then clean the remains with any kind of lint-free wipe. This client has a small area with onycholysis, which is the separation of the nail plate from the nail bed. In most cases, it needs to be removed because technically it's an air pocket that gives a potential room for bacteria and even fungal infections. To avoid that, this client is paying visits on a regular basis to the medical provider, and her specialty is medical mycology. Yes, I was also surprised when I figured out that these kind of doctors even exist. They specialize in the field of fungal infections. So she does a special test every 6 months to confirm if there's any infection or not. Once she sees that the test is negative, that's a sign that she can easily proceed doing pedicures. If a person has positive fungal infection test, that doesn't mean that they're not allowed to get pedicures. Actually, you can, but it's definitely strongly not recommended to do any kind of enhancements, especially with gel polish, because it may block and seal any kind of pockets from onycholysis and the infection may get even worse. And for that exact reason, they are never using any colors. They have a full coverage of the toenail that you will not be able to see it. So that's why they chose this semi-transparent nude color, because it's a see-through color and they will be able to see if there's any change in color. That's definitely a sign to take the test again. Regular pedicure service without color application definitely can be done, but it should be done by a professional because fungal infection is highly transmissive and we always need to be aware of that. And since Anna Fox is a qualified medical professional and licensed podologist, she definitely can do that. And it's not only about not to get it transmitted to other patients, but also not to use certain products that can block the products that she's using to treat the fungal infection. Let me know, guys, if you would like to see more videos covering these topics. And meanwhile, we proceed to some nail art. So she already applied nude base coat. Colored base coats are a great solution for pedicure enhancements because they not just save time, you need to apply one layer and you will not need any extra layers. As you can see, there are so many limitations, but this client, she still wanted to have something fun like nail art on her toes. So they did this beautiful ombre with a snow look on her thumbnail, and it's a clear base coat with these white flakes inside. And on the rest of the nails, they're using milky color. Since onycholysis is on the thumb only, this is the nail. We need to keep semi-transparent, but it's totally fine if we add some colors to the rest of the nails. When applying gel polish on toenails, it needs to be super thin. If you will get some extra thickness on toenails, that means once you wear any kind of shoes, the room for your toes will be limited because of this extra product that we have on top of the toenails. It may get even worse if a person has a very active lifestyle, like doing exercises, going to the gym, or dancing. It may easily cause different kinds of problems with the toenails and toes, such as deformities or onycholysis. After sealing the toenails with a glossy top coat and curing for 30 seconds, we can slightly shape the nails. And yes, it's totally fine to do this at the end of the service. They're not going to chip or peel. I personally love this technique because after applying gel polish on toenails, the shape looks a little different, and if we slightly file and shape them at the end, in my opinion, they look so much better. But you need to keep that in mind and do not file them super short at the beginning because there will be no room to do this. And finally, we finish the service by using a special lotion. I am so jealous at this point because I know this feeling very well when the service is almost finished and you get these final touches with a cream and a little massage. It feels so good. Let me know, guys, if you enjoy pedicure videos on my channel. Would you like to see more? And thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing since I post new nail tutorials every week. And I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.